Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Quarantine and Chill podcast with me, Leo Scudds, and...
Over and today we have two very special guests. Oh wait, hang on a second. We don't have any guests this episode.
Oh, well fancy that, Beau.
Whoa, just
Uh,
just me and you this time.
for the first time in 8 episodes, no
Yeah.
guest, just me and you.
Just
Gonna give this a go, see how it goes.
yeah, I think it's a bit of an experiment. If it goes well, we'll do it more. But yeah,
Let
so
us know in the comments.
comment down
Yeah.
below what your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright. How have you
anyway,
been doing this week, Beau?
yeah. I've been all right. You know, it's just kind of the usual. Not much has happened this week, to be honest. But
Yeah.
been just kind of a bit bored, really. How have you been doing?
Yeah, same old. You know, schoolwork being done,
Yeah.
bit of exercise here and there, but, you know, just same old, really.
Yeah. You been outside much?
Yeah, because the weather's it's been decent. It's been alright.
Yeah.
And with the new relaxation in the lockdown rules,
Yeah. It's
I
been.
suppose it's easier to go out with your friends.
Well, a little story. I think it was Thursday.
All right.
If you noticed on he was on the second episode. It was Tom. Me and Tom went to the park. We stayed 2 meters apart the entire time. We were out for a few hours.
Yeah, nice.
It was just like nice to get outside and just talk with your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We got out for a little
Oh.
bit.
yeah. I've been noticing a lot of people going on bike rides as well with people and
Yeah, there's
going to long like
been a lot more
hours.
activity outside than usual.
Yeah. Yeah, you can notice like when you're on the roads and that you can just see more cars than there would have been like I don't know 5 weeks ago or something.
Yeah,
It's a lot noisier as well.
And like I noticed that when the quarantine first started, like there was barren, like no one was like anyone,
Yeah.
no one was outside. But then
Yeah, like a ghost town.
as the weeks go on, it starts to come like a lot more populated than it was before. It's not still like greatly populated, but more people are coming in than
Yeah.
usual.
Well, because we're in like we're approaching summer now, isn't it? So people
Yeah.
want to make the most of the hot weather and go out with their mates and stuff. And you can see, I know that you're supposed to be allowed to meet with one person 2 meters apart, but you can still see like I don't know 5 people meeting up and just
Yeah.
lying down all next to each other or standing next to each other. So you know,
And I kind of noticed the other day that this coronavirus came at like the worst time of the year.
yeah,
If it came in the winter, that would have been fine because no one really goes outside in the winter anyway.
exactly. It would have been great.
And
Yeah, here we are.
yeah, in the summer and the boiling hot. It was really hot today, actually.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good bit of sun for a few hours, which was that's what you want.
Yeah, but it's just been like so. Like in the school week when you're doing work and stuff, like I have a window right in front of my computer where I'm doing work, and you just see out the outside, and you want to go outside while you're doing work and
Yeah,
stuff, and you
me
just feel
too,
like you're
yeah.
isolated, which you
The
basically
the motivation is starting to dwindle. People
Yeah.
can't. People are starting to not be bothered anymore, just because it's been like what 8 weeks of the podcast, so
yeah.
long time we've just been sitting inside.
Yeah, 8 weeks actually. That's nearly around 2 months actually. Bit of a-
Good
A
grind.
milestone.
Good grind. Make sure to subscribe and like, boys
Yeah.
and girls.
Make sure to hit that notification bell. Be notified
Yeah.
every episode.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
And make sure I'm going to enter into my gift card giveaway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, quarantine show.
Yeah.
Be
So
there.
in this quarantine, Leo, have you been watching? Have you been playing any new games recently?
Well, Beau, as the last few weeks, the same answers have been coming in, and
Yeah.
the same comes for this week. Yeah, same games really.
Same games, Warzone, bit of
Warzone,
Minecraft,
yeah.
Overwatch.
I'm starting to get quite good at the game now. Like when I
Warzone.
first started, when I first started, like I was, don't know, getting one kill a game when I was like for a 20-minute game or something, and I'm starting to pick it up now.
Is it
And
a
I'm
very
not saying I'm like,
is it a very skillful
Sorry.
game? Like, do you have to like
Yeah.
be good at it?
yeah, it's. But you can play it if you're bad. It's not like Fortnite where if you're bad and you come up against someone who's really good, they just build a massive tower in 2 seconds
Yeah.
and you're stuck on the floor. But
I
yeah,
see
you
that.
need to be good.
Speaking
Like I'm not Vic Star level or something like that, but I'm
yeah,
all right. I'm all right. I'm getting there.
I didn't really play Warzone to be honest that much. I should get into it though. It's just
Yeah.
I tried downloading it the other day, but my PlayStation didn't have any storage, so I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, it's
Deleting
a
games.
big game. It's like 100 gig or something. But
Yeah.
it's a time, isn't it?
Speaking of games, didn't Epic Games bring out GTA for free?
I did see that, yeah, but
Yeah.
I've heard it's only on a PC. Is that
Oh.
right?
Well, I'm not really too sure. I've only really seen the memes about it, to be honest. But
Yeah,
I'll
but yeah, it's interesting. I don't
make
really
sure to
know
download it.
why they've done that.
Yeah.
Because GTA 6 is going to be coming out what soon? I mean, we've been saying that for a few years now, but I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
sure
like,
it is going to be soon.
there were videos back like 3 years ago saying I got GTA 6 early.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leaked GTA 6 content, all that stuff. But
yeah, but
yeah,
I think I'll download it because I think it usually costs like 60 quid, so
yeah, it's
you might as well.
interesting that they've done that. I've noticed that Fortnite started to make a bit of a revival as well.
Oh yeah, like
A lot more people are hopping on that now.
yeah, I've noticed that a lot more people have been playing a lot more Fortnite recently.
Yeah,
I
I
think
went
it's
on there for the
just
first time in like 2 years, like last week, and I was not the best, but
yeah.
you know, life goes on.
Well, I think if you remember Apex, that was supposed to be the thing that
Yeah,
was supposed to take over Fortnite many years ago,
yeah.
but then died in, like after 2 weeks.
Rest in peace.
But the new season 5 came out I think the other day. It was I think it was this week.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot more Apex. I've noticed recently. It's actually not
Oh
that
yeah.
bad. It's have you ever played Titanfall? Or
I have. I have. Yes.
it's connected, like the lore is connected between like Titanfall and Apex.
Oh yeah. That's a good little touch.
It's quite cool. And they got like the same guns and stuff. But
Yeah. Because
yeah,
when I played it when it came out, for like I played it for the first week. I think I didn't play many games. I played like I don't know 10 or something. I enjoyed it. I found it fun.
yeah.
But I don't
Well,
know. It's just never really survived. I mean, people still play it, but it was not like Fortnite where it was just on the up. Apex
yeah.
was like decreased from the release.
Fortnite like went up in popularity for like a straight 2 years, and
Yeah.
then I think Minecraft kind of overtook it, and then it started going downhill from there.
Yeah, it was like one summer from Minecraft. Because Fortnite, they introduced like planes and stuff like that, and then
Yeah, and
people
mechs
were
and all
having
that kind of
enough of
stuff.
it. Yeah, and then everyone was getting too good as well, so all the casual players couldn't really
Yeah,
play
like say
that
if you
well.
wanted to start playing Fortnite now, it would just be so hard to try and get
Yeah,
good, and it would take you a
yeah,
long time and very hard because you just die at most games and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah. I don't think there'll ever be a another game like Fortnite in the sense of what it's done. Because if you think about it, it was like the first proper good free game. That was the
yeah,
big thing. That's what made most people download it at
yeah,
first, was because it's free. Oh, I might as well just get this and see how it goes. And then people started to enjoy it, and the amount of people that played it, and like they had a massive Fortnite World Cup and that when they were
yeah, yeah.
like winning millions and stuff. And I don't. It's not really happened like that beforehand, or
Nothing like
even I don't
no.
think it's going to happen after either.
I mean, it won't happen for at least a long time anyway. Like a game
Yeah,
become that popular. I think the reason why it became so popular was because they it kept people addicted to it, and it was very child friendly. Like
yeah, and
it would
it
have
was
like
fresh every week as well, which was
like it
good
would
because there
have
was
a
new updates.
you have a new update every week. Every day there'd be
Yeah,
something new in the item shop to get you wanted to go on it, and all that kind of
exactly.
stuff. And there'd be events and all that kind of things. And like if you don't win, it feels like you want to try again until you win.
Yeah, and the games are relatively quick as well, which is
Yeah.
can be a good thing, also a bad thing. But it was a big craze. I mean, it's starting to come back a bit now, but
Mm.
I don't
I,
think it'll ever reach the height that it did around
yeah,
2018.
it reached its peak around then.
Yeah,
Uh, so we're in the quarantine now, obviously, and we're doing our work
indeed,
every week. So I think it's not next week, but the week after, we're going to be off for a week.
indeed it is. So we got our last week this week, and we're off for another week then.
Yeah, I
Because we
mean,
just had a half turn, like I don't know, 5 weeks ago. It feels like
it
yesterday.
feels like literally yesterday.
Yeah, but this is our shortest term anyway.
Yeah,
So
and then after that, it's the summer holidays.
it is. Yeah, it's been such a strange year. There'll never be one like it again.
No, it
It's going to be interesting for
wasn't a
like
great
20
year.
years time. Yeah, it's
Mm.
interesting like 20 years time when we're talking about the year 2020. It's you talk about 2019 and all the cool stuff that happened, and then say, oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
what about 2020? And then
Do you think
it's
things
like
are going to get better next year, or do you think they're going to get worse?
Well, it's already starting to get better. Let's be honest, with the relaxation, and if that's a
Yeah.
good thing or not, we're going to find out in a few weeks. But it's starting to come back. I know tennis clubs have opened up again, which
Oh
is
yeah.
interesting, and football's back on in Germany, so it's starting to get
Yeah.
back to reality a bit. I'd say like we're not going to get back to where we were in December, for instance, where everyone was handshaking and
Yeah.
like 80,000 people in one stadium or something like that. We're not going to get back to that for like another 3 years, I reckon.
Like the world's
That
not going to
type of
be the
thing.
same. Like everyone's going to
No.
be much more cautious and a bit more like worried at like people touching them and all that kind
Yeah,
of.
precisely. And everyone's going to be so much
Thing is
more
though,
hygienic
like
than they were.
the NHS and all that kind of stuff, they're fighting for us to have that kind of freedom again and to be able to
Exactly.
handshakes and all that kind of stuff. But it won't be long until we actually get to till we get comfortable to do that again. But
Yeah. And one thing I have noticed was, how the government have said they're going to support businesses
yeah,
like restaurants and like
yeah,
cafes and shops and stuff like that, with like giving them financial support because no one can, eat it there or buy their stuff. What's interesting to that is where they're going to get that money from. If they're going to like increase taxes, or if they're going to take money away from something like the NHS, which needs more money. It's because the
that's the
finances,
thing.
like, yeah, the economy's just going to like crash. I mean, it already kind of has, but
Quite a fun fact. Businesses like such as theme parks and restaurants that are kind of and like charities that are going downhill right now.
yeah,
Well, in there's a film company called AMC. It's the largest film company in the world, and
okay.
apparently, from reports, it's on the brink for filing for bankruptcy.
Well, that's just reality kicking in, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really, let's be honest.
I mean, we had an English homework to write, a speech on cinemas and like all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, then you can tell they definitely that work that like question was definitely like made 3 years ago or something. It was basically saying write a speech to encourage younger people to go to cinemas than watch Netflix, which
yeah.
is like definitely not relevant at the moment because cinemas you can't go and
Like
Netflix
I think
everyone's watching it.
COVID-19 is like destroying cinemas as we know them. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of it's sad because I do like going to the cinema.
Yeah, it's a good event.
I enjoy it.
It's like an event when you go to the cinema.
Yeah,
Like
it is. It's an
a
event. When you
cinema
go to Netflix,
experience.
when you go to watch a movie on Netflix, it's not an event. You just say, "Oh, I'm bored. I'll put this on." When you
But
plan to go to the cinema, and
yeah,
you're like, "Okay, we're going to do this. We might go to Nando's before,
mm,
then we're going to go there, and then afterwards we're
food.
going to go Tenpin or something."
Well, we won't be going to Nando's for quite a while.
Yeah, it's quite sad. We usually go Nando's quite often in our little group of friends, like
Yeah.
once a month or something, but
Well,
not for a while now.
yeah, it's good. It's gonna feel weird when we go back to school, though.
It is going to be weird.
Everyone's gonna have weird haircuts if hairdressers haven't opened up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I know my hair is
Oh.
yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, I've got
it's 10 times longer than it would be.
I've got a bad case of a Justin Bieber 2008 haircut right now.
Oh,
It's not
yeah,
looking great.
yeah, no. I'm starting to get in my eyes and I can't really see. And I'm one that likes to have like short hair, and my
Yeah.
hair is just so long at the moment. Like it's starting to go in my ears, which I've never really had since I was like, I don't know, 3 or something.
I mean, I've always had like, a bit of a fringe that I sometimes get in my eyes, but now it's just getting ridiculous. It's so annoying
Yeah.
to like, and I sometimes like instead of cutting my own hair, but I don't trust myself with a pair of scissors. So
Well, has your mum been asking you to cut your hair, or your sister, or something?
my mum did offer, but I'm a bit too nervous for that to happen.
Yeah, well, my dad ordered a pair of clippers, right, and my mum cut his hair outside because his hair was getting long as
Oh.
well. So
Yeah, my dad went
that
bald.
was. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad.
I should. Yeah, oh God, I should probably get a haircut from my mum, but
I think I
don't
might
know.
just wait till the
Just not
hairdresser's
feeling it.
like. Oh, have you seen that
Yeah.
clip of there's this place in America where KFC opened up again, and there was a queue going down like the entire street.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it was just a clip online I saw, but like, it's just crazy how much like people crave these kind of stuff when they're gone and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah. I mean, McDonald's and stuff like that is open for delivery now,
yeah,
so that's meeting people's cravings and fast food and
I can
stuff
imagine.
that they've been wanting.
I can imagine they're getting a lot of money right now and a lot of
Yeah.
orders.
a lot of restaurants are doing like Deliveroo's and Uber Eats now as well because of this, trying to keep their businesses afloat, which is good.
You have to take every opportunity you can if you're a business that kind of relies on people to come in physically and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so there was news at I don't think it's official, but there's been rumours that maybe I think year 10, so our year, and year 12s will be going back to school around mid-June time, I think.
Yeah.
Around early mid-June, sometime around then.
Yeah, I've heard that because Boris said in his speech that he did last week, they're prioritizing primary schools, which is interesting. Don't really know why, but
I think
they are.
I think the years that are probably the most important right now are 6 because they got SATs and they're going to higher school. 10 because they got GCSEs, and 12 because they got A levels. Like
6, 10, and 12. Yeah, exactly.
The most important years.
Yeah, and then they've kind of said we won't be going back to school until June, right? So I imagine, probably mid-June, maybe 13th, 15th, something like that.
Well, I think it will just be year 10, 12 going into school.
Yeah.
Like just those 2 years. And I think what they'll do is like...
They couldn't put everyone in.
Yeah, because I think what they'll do is they'll have like... So in our year we have 2 sides. So I think like one side will go in on like Monday, the other side will go in on Tuesday, and so on.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
And also they'll spread the classes out over all the different classrooms, and try and spread out all the students as much as they can over the school. Yeah,
but it's going to be, even if we do go back like as half a year of the whole school, it's just going to be strange.
It's going to be weird.
It's like the amount of things they're going to put in. Like teachers will probably we'll all have to wear masks. I think that'll probably be definite.
Like
I imagine so,
they'll have them like on the door. We have to pick one up before you go in.
No, I think you probably have to bring your own in, to be honest.
Just like put the wrapper around your head.
And there'll be a what's it called, hand sanitizing station.
They'll be everywhere
at every door.
Yeah,
and like you won't be able to.
I think you'll have to wear gloves.
Yeah, I can see that happening. You'll have to have like a table to yourself as well, or something like that. Maybe two people on a 6-man table, something like that.
Or they might close down the canteen.
Yeah,
I reckon they might do that because.
And even if you do, the queues would be like halfway around the whole point.
Actually, they couldn't really do that because students need their lunch, don't they? And they can't just rely on.
Oh, they might just say you have to get a packed lunch. They might just have to say that.
I guess so, but. I'd assume a lot of students wouldn't come in anyway. I mean,
I can see that happening.
Like
parents being afraid.
Yeah, but
it's fair enough.
I'd be quite excited to go back to school. As much
Me too.
As much as I don't like it, it's better than quarantine in my opinion.
Yeah, and it'll give you something to do. You'd be able to socialise with people a little bit more than you're doing now, anyways.
It's probably that's like you get to socialize and talk to people instead of just being like in your room, just like isolated, doing your work. And
yeah, precisely.
But I find it much easier to accidentally not notice that work. So imagine like you were doing work, but then like you didn't know a work was set or it was due in for a day, and it's quite easy to like miss a homework and then get an email saying you haven't done the work and you get told off.
Yeah, well, one of my teachers, it was my media teacher. He sent me a massive paragraph. Well, not paragraph, like 3 paragraphs home to my parents, explaining that I hadn't done one of the pieces of work that I set, and that he was, disappointed, and he has to look after his daughter or something like that, right?
Oh God!
And then he put a private comment on the Google Classroom, which is what we're using to do the work, and he said, "Well done, Leo, for doing lesson 5 and 6, but lesson 7 appears to be missing." I was like, all right then. And then he set another private comment like a day later saying, "Oh, my mistake, you actually have done it." So he sent this massive email just for no reason. So that was something.
Yeah. What do you think are the most important subjects right now in quarantine?
Well, so ones that we're doing, like we've actually got exams on. So not like IT or RE or something, but
I haven't probably done any RE. Like I've done my RS, but I haven't done any like core RE work.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, it's probably maths, science, and English as usual, right? Because they're like the compulsory ones, isn't it? But all of them are probably equally as important. One thing that I'm finding is they're all setting like different amounts of work, which is
Yeah.
like, because for instance, French that I'm doing, I'm getting set about like 3 hours a week, and then for maths, I'm getting set like half an hour a week, something
Yeah.
like that, which is just I don't know.
I
They're
don't
not
like it
really.
when teachers set work for a Monday. Like,
Yeah, it's a bit.
I just don't like it because like if you forget about it, like it's due on the Monday and all that kind of stuff. I think Friday is a good day for everything to be due in at the end of the week.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them are doing it in for Sunday, which
Oh
is
yeah, I've noticed
kind of
that. My
strange.
chemistry teacher did that.
Yeah, I
He sent
haven't
me.
seen that, but I mean they do that. So one, are you still sticking to your school timetable, or have you just completely gone off from that now?
I don't use a timetable. I'm a bit of a so basically on Google Classroom there's a to do list. So you go onto
Yeah.
so you just basically just go onto the to do list and you see what's due for the next week, and then you just do all that work during the week. And it's just a lot easier, in my opinion, than because then you like don't miss out on anything.
Yeah, for the first couple of weeks, for the first like week of homeschool on the Sunday night, everyone was like wondering how they were going to do it. Most
Yeah,
people were sticking to your timetable, but I said, all right, I'm going to use this opportunity and I'm just going to pick what I want to do each day. And I said I was going to do like 2 subjects a day or 1 subject a day, right? And most people were like, "What are you doing? That's not a good idea." But I think most people have started doing that now. I've stuck with
yeah.
that, and to be honest, it's working really well for me. I'm only like having like 2 hours day, 2 hours, 2 hour
So
days,
would you
just
like
because.
just do like a 2 hours or an hour worth of maths, and then the next day you just do an hour worth of chemistry or something like that?
Yeah, because I find it a lot easier because most teachers, well, the ones that are, they literally just set instructions on what you need to do. Like, for instance, maths is saying, yeah, first thing you need to do is do this, and then second thing this, and then I can just rush through that. Then when I see that, and I can do that all in like half an hour.
Yeah,
When it was something like English or French, when it takes a bit more finesse to get it done, that might take a whole day or like half a day and
yeah,
then another half day. So I'm making it work. Some days I'll do just 1 subject, and then other days I'll do two, maybe three. I don't know.
yeah. So I usually do around 45 minutes of a lesson each
Right.
day.
Yeah.
So I'll do like say 3 or 4 lessons depending on how much. Now I'll do a bit of work and then like do a bit the next day and all that kind of stuff. So say for the English work we had to write a review or like a speech. So it was due in on the Friday, so I'd write a plan on the Monday, and then I just
Okay.
like and then I'd write it during the week. So it's just
So
spread out.
you're spreading it out throughout the whole
Yeah.
week. All right. Okay, I can see how that works. Nice.
It works most of the time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
when
All
it's
right.
when work's due in on a Monday. That's when it doesn't really work for me.
Yeah. I'm just because most of them, well, we'll set it for the weekend or like Friday or something like that, so I
Yeah.
can just maneuver my work to whatever I want to do. Because if I like see I've got maths work and English work due in on Friday, but I've also got like chemistry and
Mm,
French. I'll say, oh yeah, I really don't fancy doing maths and chemistry on the same day, so I'll just do this here and this then as well. So
yeah.
I do like that type of freedom. So I never have a bad day because I can just make it what I want it to be.
Do you think
You
when
know
we
what I mean?
go back to school, if we do go back to school during June, do you think we'll stick to the timetable that we had before quarantine, or do you think we'll have a new one?
Well, it's going to be interesting because if they put us in for the full 5 days, then we will stick to that timetable, right?
Yeah.
But if they only put us in for like, I don't know, 1 day a week or every other day, then they've gonna have to make a new timetable. Like I don't know,
It's gonna
they'll
be hard.
have exactly like you'll have 1 chemistry lesson a week and like 3 maths lessons on maths every day or something like that.
Like,
It's gonna be really hard for the teachers to like sort that out as well.
because like it'd have to work for everyone to go in like different times and all that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
so it's a bit confusing all this quarantine stuff. So I think. Do you think we'll go back to school in September or June Like, when do you think we'll go back?
When this all first started, my guess was late May, early June, and then it evolved to late June, early July. And I'm gonna stick with early July, late June. That
Yeah.
time, I think. Yeah, that'll be
If it's
that's
not
gonna be
then,
my guess.
then it's definitely gonna be September.
I think we'll get in for like the last 3 weeks of school or something like that, just so they
Yeah.
can prepare us.
Squeeze
Because
in
we've
a
got
little more.
yeah, so because we've got year 11, which is the big GCSE year, they need to like prepare us for that. I imagine. We'll probably have a couple of mocks to do in that time as well.
They'll probably I think what we'll do when we go back to school, they'll probably give us like tests and so much work to do and like to catch up and basically just like a big list of things that we need to catch up on that was supposed to be done during the quarantine.
It's gonna be AIDS.
It's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be bad, but yeah, it's gonna have to be done, isn't it?
Well, it's gotta happen sometime. So
yeah. Well, moving on. Something that happened, I think it was last week, was Elon Musk, big Tesla, big PayPal. He had a child with his partner and had a very strange name.
Yeah.
So, Beau, would you like to say what it is, or do you know? Or?
I don't think I know how to pronounce it. I'm going to try it, though. AXE-415.
Yeah. So they've had a baby, and they've named it XAE space A12, and everyone was like, "What?" Because obviously you can't.
Yeah.
It's a very strange name because it just doesn't make any sense, right? But I saw on the Joe Rogan podcast, one of our big competitors. Elon Musk was on there, and he asked him about the name, and he said the first part XAE is his partner's choice, and it's pronounced X-Ash. X-Ash, which I don't really know.
I'm not really too sure.
I'm not sure how that makes sense, but I don't know. Once again, yeah, you do you. And then the second bit he said was his part, A12, which is a model of one of his favourite planes, I think it was.
Imagine being named after a plane.
Yeah, and then that's Archangel. So the name is X-Ash Archangel.
Wow.
So that's kind of mad.
So
it's a strange name.
If you were to put it into an actual name, it'll probably be like Ash Angel. That'd be your name.
Ash Angel Musk. What a great name. I feel sorry for them. Is it a boy or a girl? I don't know.
I actually don't know. I'd assume it's a boy. I don't know why. I just assume so.
It could be. I'm not sure. But did you see like meme accounts were trying to
there's like so many memes.
Cross?
Like the like when AXE like gets called for dinner, like he turns into a plane.
Yeah, and I saw some of them were trying to trick all of their audiences to thinking it was pronounced Kyle. Yeah. So if you like search up the name, like the auto-generated search has Kyle on it. That's because they made up a bunch of waffles saying like in the Greek alphabet XAE is pronounced Ash, and then whatever is this, and then Kyle's. That was quite funny. But,
when he gets old enough to realise his name isn't a normal name, what do you think his reaction's going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. But baby names are already, like, they're going to evolve max. Like, what is it? There's going to be no Garys by 2030 or something like that. So I imagine there's going to be a lot more weirder names.
Yeah.
So a lot of celebrities are celebrities are the one who are kind of starting the trends,
I guess they're the ones that kind of get in the word across because everyone knows what they're doing and what they're up to.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna change a lot. I say me and you have got pretty modern names.
Well, mine's
Beau
a bit
Leo.
weird. Mine's spelt weird.
Yeah, but it's French, innit? I mean, your parents were like, we're pretty cool. So it's fair enough.
My surname is Italian, Venezia.
Yeah.
My name is Beau Venezia. Try and spell that.
So it's a very good name to be fair.
Yeah. I didn't like it when I was younger, but I love it now for some reason.
Yeah. So I'm Leo Scuds, right? So Scuds, when you do like when you look on Heritage, when you've had like a PSHE lesson where you will have to search up your family names, and there's nothing on my name. There's just absolutely nothing. Nowhere. No like website or heritage site even knows what it is or if it exists. When you search it up, it just says no match found or something like that.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm like, not many people are. And Leo, it was because my mum's from Canada, right? And she's from Montreal, so they speak French there. Yeah. So they wanted to give me and my sister names that would like be pronounced the same in French, if you know what I'm saying. So on my actual birth certificate, on the E, it's got an accent on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
it does.
that how your name's actually spelt then? So we've been spelling it wrong
Yes,
the
it's
entire
spelled
time.
LE accent O.
It's Liu.
Yeah. So, yeah. Whatever. I like it. I like it. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
pretty
like
cool.
my
So
name.
I don't
Uh,
mind.
but
Yeah.
yeah, my granddad was Italian, so that's where I got the Venencia from.
Oh yeah.
My full name's Beau Venencia Scaife. It's quite a long one.
Escape. Yeah.
So I get Venencia from my mum and Scaife from my dad.
Yeah, I get Scuds from my dad because that he's Scottish, right? So I'm
Yeah,
half Scottish, half Canadian. It's a very interesting
yeah,
mix, and I live in
yeah,
Chester in England, so
yeah.
bit of a strange one.
But yeah. So I've been we keep from I've been getting a few from when I talk to people online and my friends and stuff that they all ask me if we're gonna carry on the podcast after quarantine's over and what we're gonna
Yeah.
do about it. And I'm not really too sure. I think maybe after when quarantine ends, I think the podcast might as well. I'm not actually too
I
sure.
don't know. It's going to be a very sad time for you, loyal
Yeah.
subscribers. But
Well, we'll
yeah,
still have all the episodes up. This will be up
still be
forever.
there. You should go watch all the other ones as well, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
they're
I
cracking
mean,
episodes.
there's 9 now, so
Nine, yeah. So
that's at least I don't know how many hours, but
it's a long time. I mean,
yeah.
we've got a big episode 10 special coming up. We won't say
Well,
too much, but
yeah,
just
we have said a bit of to our old guests that have been on,
yeah.
but
So
I think we'll leave it to a surprise.
episode 10 is going to be a massive episode
Look
for you
forward
lot.
to it.
So
It might be a little bit longer than usual, but
it's going to be good.
it's good.
It's going to be worth it. So get your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe and
Stay
that.
tuned.
Yeah. So
Next week on
you're going to have to
Sunday.
look forward to that.
It's gonna be quite.
And then after that, if we say we're going to be back in school like halfway through June, then how many weeks is that? Maybe 4? No,
What day? It's the 17th. So how many days are in May? Is it 31 or 30?
let me call my calendar. Yeah, it's 30.
30 days.
Oh, actually no. Yeah, 31.
13 and let's say 18 days is halfway through. So
Yeah.
do the math. 18 plus 13, Leo.
Idiot, man. 31.
31. So
Then-
a month until at least we go back to school.
So it's going to be about 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So that means podcast will end around about episode 13, 14. But
I think we might reach 1,000 views by then. Hopefully.
want to reach 1,000 views. So if you
I
would
think
share
we're
and stuff,
cruising
that'd
on
be
a
great.
solid 80, 100, 860 something.
Yeah, we're getting
Something
about 50 per episode now. But if we could, bump that up to 60 or something, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, we
I mean,
usually
if
what are you saying?
no, you go.
Yeah, we usually get. I mean, when we first started out the podcast, we thought when we got 14 views and we were like freaking out saying we got 14 views.
Yeah, we got like 14 views in the
Yeah.
first 2 days, and we were like, oh, this is amazing.
In our
Stop it.
DMs, we have we're freaking out over like 20 views and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And then when you look back at that episode now, it's got 250 odd views and it's crazy.
I think it's up to like 260 now as well.
You
It's,
reckon?
it's kind of mad.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I think when you search up Quarantine and Chill podcast, it's the first thing that actually comes up. That episode.
It does come up now, which is it's pretty good.
Which I'm not actually too proud of that episode myself. I sung a weird song at the beginning of it.
Yeah, 256 people have seen that now though.
No shame
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah. And that was just a pilot episode because what it was we were in school, and we were breaking up the lockdown, on the weekend. This was like the Friday, and I go up to Beau and say, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast whilst we're in lockdown?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, cool. That'd be a good idea." We were kind of joking, kind of not really, we weren't really sure. And then we spoke to Garaint saying, "Oh, would you like to come to this episode?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure thing, boss." And
I didn't think it was going to be as good as it gets because we actually get around a solid 50 views around that every episode, which
is
great.
double decent. I thought when we first uploaded the first one, I thought we'd get consistently 30. So we're getting nearly double than what I thought, which is amazing, to be honest.
I mean, quite a few of them are probably our friends. If you're listening, hello.
Yeah. All right, guys, how you doing?
But I think there has to be at least a few like people that we don't know watching this. And if we don't know you, then hello, thank you for watching.
Welcome. Hold on, depending on when you joined, but
yeah.
But it was supposed to be a pilot episode, the first one. We were like, okay,
Yeah.
we're just gonna record this, see how it goes.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like a joke. It was supposed to be like a practice one because Will.
Yeah.
It was actually Will was supposed to be on the first episode, but then he
Will
bailed.
from the second podcast was supposed to come on, but then he was like, "Nah, I'm all right for that." And we talk about that on the fantastic.
And then we decided, we'll just do a practice one, and then it actually turned out being all right.
And then you said, "Shall we upload it?" I was like, "Yeah, go on." We just uploaded it, and here we are.
Yeah, episode 9 weeks.
I'm quite proud of what we've done, though. I have to give ourselves a bit of a pat on the back. We've done a good job.
Yeah, well, we've still got at least about 5 episodes, including this one, left.
Yeah, but if the support keeps coming and you want us to stay on after that, then you just got to show it, lads. You got to show it.
Yeah, if we did carry on the podcast into school, then the day would change from Sunday to Saturday or Friday.
If that's all right.
Because it takes quite a while to edit it, and sometimes I'm up quite late editing the videos. So
yeah. Everyone say well done to Beau for the editing, because that's all Beau. Thumbnails have Beau as well. So
I
give him some props for that. Yeah.
Anyway,
round of applause.
Thank you very much.
No problem, Beau. No problem.
Yeah. Well, it's been great. It gives you something to talk about and to think about and to do during the quarantine. So it's always good to have it there.
Yeah, it's good to listen to when you haven't got anything to do, or when you're doing something that's kind of mindless and you're not listening to anything, like typing a big essay or playing a game or Minecraft or something. And it's a good thing to just zone out to.
Put it in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So when we have our guests on, sometimes they kind of say that they're a bit nervous, but it just kind of turns into chatting really after the first 5 minutes. But
very casual. I think that's the approach we wanted to go for after the bat. We said, well, this isn't going to be like a super high production, and we're not going to be super formal or whatever. I mean, we throw a bit of the news into here every now and then, right? But
Corona
it's just like a casual podcast, really, and that's what we've wanted to go for, and that's what we've done, So pretty good. It's
been great, this podcast.
Yeah. Well, enough of patting ourselves on the back. Let's move on a little bit. Humble brag. So, 6ix9ine, remember that guy? He got put in jail for like gang involvement, and then he snitched on everyone and got brought out. Right? He released I think his first song. Don't hate me on that, or if that's wrong. Called was it Gooba, something like that. I'm pretty sure he broke some sort of record for the most views in like the first hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, like 60 million or something like that. Don't quote me on it. But
I don't like 6ix9ine's music.
No, the lyrics are like they're dumb.
Are you dumb? A stupid, dumb, huh? Probably the best song I've ever heard in my entire life.
It was
really like record-breaking music.
Yeah, but he completely broke the internet with that, which is it's kind of mad.
Do you think he wrote songs in prison?
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
That
time he wasn't in there for that long.
Was he let out after he snitched? If he didn't snitch, would he have stayed in?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was like the conference that they got to. I'll read you some of the lyrics now. Okay. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh? Playing me like a dummy, like a bitch. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh? That type of thing.
Truly beautiful.
It's that's like Mozart right there.
Maybe shred a tear.
Yeah, but obviously people like it. I mean, it popped off, of course, but not really our style. It's on 42 million plays on Spotify already.
42 million.
Already, and it's only been a week or 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect the effort.
Does like 6ix9ine paint his teeth different colours, or does he like, or is it like
I mean, I
permanent?
wouldn't.
I
I wouldn't know.
don't think it would be permanent.
Because you can get mad like body modifications. Like you see people who like dye their eyes. If you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah,
They
you go
change
blind doing it.
the white in their eye to like
Mm.
red or something. Like
Looks
face tattoos and
Looks like a cyborg.
piercings all over the shop and stuff like that. Yeah.
Tattoos are a risky business to get into because they're permanent, or at least some of
It's
them.
so true.
Do you think you'll ever
And
get
you
a
see,
tattoo when you're older, Leo?
I mean, at the moment, no. Like thinking at the moment in the future, probably not because to be honest, I don't really see the point. Probably just end up regretting it.
Yeah.
But then that's my exception, unless it was something that like truly meant something to me, like I don't know, a day where something mad happened, or a date of something, an event, or I don't know, something like that. But
The day the Quarantine and Chill podcast started.
yeah. Well, what about you, Beau? Would you get a tattoo?
I don't think I will.
I mean, a lot of people can't wait until they're 18. They can just get them all over their like back and stomach and stuff. But
jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
At the moment, I don't think I'm seeing a future with me with a tattoo.
If I would, it'd be like a little one, like on my finger or on the shoulder.
It'd be somewhere where like it would be hidden, like under clothes.
It'd be something. I wouldn't get like a massive sleeve, for instance, or a skull on the back of my head or something like that.
You do see those kind of people with like tattoos all over their body.
Yeah,
it's quite weird.
Indeed, it is. But they have that choice. I mean, they do it, innit? So
yeah. It feels a bit weird this episode because we can't ask the questions, the famous questions. Where are you going to be 15 years from now?
Yeah.
and favorite artists. we do that every podcast, but it seems like we're not doing it this one.
But the difference is when we've got just me and you, Beau, is that it's a lot easier to just flow the conversation, really, because there's only two of us, right? And we're like, we're good mates, so we can just talk on about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the guests make it more interesting because you got different voices every week. But,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just been a good little experiment, I think. Let us know if you've liked it or not. But
yeah, leave down in the comments below.
Yeah, down in the comments.
I think we got through the entirety of April. We got 2 comments. I think it wasn't it?
Let's go. 2 comments.
2 comments.
I think one of them was us apologizing for the audio videos.
I think the other one was me commenting Tank Gang and the other.
Yeah, so.
No,
it doesn't really matter. We're not. You got anything else to say, Beau, for today?
Hang on. Have you been watching any new films recently in the quarantine?
Films. Well, I watched The Martian. Do you know that one?
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Matt Damon.
Recently.
It came onto Netflix. It's an absolute banger.
It's
I love
a great
that
film,
man.
isn't it? Have you seen it before?
So good.
Have you seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it when it came out in cinema.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favourite films of all time.
Really?
It's so good.
It's a really good film, yeah.
It's really good until it gets like it's kind of you can understand like it could be a bit realistic until it gets to the end when he's I don't know, I won't spoil it, but it just gets completely dumb round about the end. But yeah, but still, I do like it.
It's still really cool and all that stuff.
Yeah. I've been watching a few American Pies recently as well because there's like 8 of them.
I had never seen.
I watched the original 4 and The Naked Mile. So they're pretty good. Kind of like have you ever seen Superbad?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Watched that to that. Yeah. It's one of my favorite comedy films, but I think The Martian's probably my favorite space film out there.
It is really good, to be fair. It's good. Matt Damon completely kills that role that he's going.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Beau? Have you been watching some stuff?
Quite weirdly, but like recently I've been watching a lot of The Big Bang Theory for some reason.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
It's on Netflix. I never watched it before, and I started watching it. It's a bit like Friends, if everyone was really smart, basically.
I've never been a big fan of that type of thing where they've got the laughter in the background.
Have you seen those clips of like
not.
like Friends? Like so, like what they did is they edit out the laughter, and it's like really weird because they take long pauses between like when they say something,
Yeah,
say a joke,
yeah,
and then they'll pause for like the entire room will go quiet for like 5 seconds, and then they'll start
yeah,
talking again. And it's like it's really weird. You should look up a video of it, but
yeah. I know.
yeah,
I don't know. It's like when you remember Disney Channel back when we were like 8 or something.
yeah.
Have you ever watched that? Like stuff like iCarly or I don't know, some stuff like that.
Something
They
like
used to
that.
always add in fake laughter in the background. It always gets on my nerves. Just because it's so fake and it's not needed, but it's just there.
Like they wouldn't even say anything that funny. Like if they didn't
No.
have the laugh thing, then the joke would be very awkward.
Yeah, like they walk in and they say, "Hi everyone!" Ha ha ha. It's
And then
just
about 10
not
seconds
funny.
worth of laughter comes in.
No, it's just I suppose some people might like it, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
very classic American TV, isn't that?
yeah. But that's what I've been watching recently. So
Most of the series I'm not really watching much series at the moment because I'm waiting for like the next season of like 6 of my maybe 7 of the TV shows that I'm watching, and they're all scheduled to come out around October till January. So for that like 3-month period, I'm just gonna be sitting on my my chair watching Netflix. So,
yeah,
like The Witcher, Sex Education,
watch everything over again.
yeah, all that stuff.
But yeah, so
Mandalorian.
I think that's everything on my list that we talked
Yeah.
about.
I think
So
this has been a good one, but once again, let us know.
let us know in the comments if you liked just
Me
me
and
and
Beau.
Leo, no guests.
And remember, episode 10 next week, so
Stay
make
tuned.
sure you
It's a big
subscribe
one.
for that, because it's going to be a big one.
It's gonna hopefully anyway. But
Episode 10 special.
anyway, if
Yeah.
you're from at home, we're doing this. We do this every Sunday, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
Bye-bye.